Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to review the Furby X215 Pro ready to fly quadcopter. This is probably the direct competitor of the X220S Wizard from Ishin, and I've seen reviews of this quadcopter and I've heard great things, so I'm excited to test it out. So let's open the box and see what we're getting inside. Inside the package we've got the quadcopter. As you can see, it's ready to fly. Everything is connected. Even the antennas got this ring tubing. In addition, we're getting an RPSMA Pagoda antenna, GoPro Session or Runcam 3 TPU mount, and two sets of 5048 spare propellers. So let's go through all the components of this quadcopter. On the bottom we have a 4-in-1 30 ampere BLE ESC controller. In the middle we have the Kakute F4 flight controller from Holybro, and then on top we have the VTX. It supports 40 channels and has a selectable output power of 25 and 300 milliwatts. In the FrSky version you're getting the XM Plus receiver. On the back we have a 2-in-1 buzzer and LED controller. The motors are 2600 kV, 2206 motors, and as you can see they are brandless. And on the front we have a 1200 TV line CCD camera with a 2.5mm lens. The weight of the Furby X215 is 340 grams, so it's lighter than the Wizard X220S that weighs 381 grams. The thickness of the arms is 4 millimeters, and the side is made out of aluminum, which is very durable. The thickness of the bottom plate that holds the arms together is 2 millimeters. Inside the package you're not getting any user manual, but it's available online to be downloaded, and I highly recommend you, before taking it for a flight, to go through the manual and get familiar with this quadcopter. The first thing you need to do when you get this quadcopter is to take off the propellers. You don't want to configure anything with the propellers on. And by the way, get rid of these nuts. It's much easier to use these ones. And I think next time Furby should include these propeller nuts instead of this one, even though they might look better. These are more easy to handle and you can use it with your propeller extractor tool, such as this one. This quadcopter doesn't come with any battery or a charger, so you'll have to use a 3S or a 4S battery. Of course, flying without FPV is not much fun, at least for me, and you will have to provide your own FPV goggles. Once we turn it on, we can see that the LED indicators on the back are working. Consider the button that configures the VTX is raised, and it allows you to change the VTX settings quite easily. Short pressing this button is going to change the channel, so you have 8 options, 1 to 8. Short pressing this button twice will allow us to change the band, so we can switch between A, B, C, D and E. We have 5 options, so in total we have 40 channels to choose from. Setting the output strength is done by short pressing this button 3 times. And then you can choose between high, low and 0. 0 stands for 0 milliwatt, low for 25, H for 300 milliwatt. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bind it to my Taranis, mount my Runcam 3 to the quadcopter and take it for a test flight, and in the end of this video I'm going to tell you what I think about this quadcopter. Overall, I really enjoyed flying the Furby XT15, and I think that right now this is probably the best ready-to-fly, budget-friendly quadcopter that you can get. I think it was on sale for $170, now it's about $200, but still you're getting a great value for money. The biggest downside is the VTX, which didn't perform so great, and I highly recommend you to upgrade it to a better one. For example, the Holybro Ataltel HV transmitter is going to fit well inside and is going to provide you a much better FPV experience. I got over 6 minutes of flight time using this 100C 1300 mAh CNHL LiPo battery, and the motors provided plenty of power, and I think this camera performed really good as well. Unfortunately, this FrSky receiver came with an older version, and if you want to get RSSI on Challenge 16, you will have to flash it to a newer version using your Taranis or the FrSky SDK toolkit. I'm going to show you how it's done using this tool in one of my next videos. As always, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and you find it useful. If you have any questions about this quadcopter, feel free to ask it in the comment section below, and I'll see you on my next videos. Goodbye.